sometimes when you win a big award, you almost have to start over because everyone's like, okay, now is the rate going to be too high? What do they have next? It's always, what do you have next?
Vivica A. Fox turned heads recently when she showed up at her own beauty collection event in Houston with a noticeably new figure. At 60 years old, Vivica stepped out with what appeared to be a fresh BBL, and instead of applause, the internet lit up with criticism. People weren't exactly subtle about it either. Photos of her in tight white jeans started circulating, and Twitter immediately exploded. Comments came flying in.
Well, like you said, I think people think that I'm alone and that I'm like, you know, desperate for a man.
How did that make you feel?
I didn't care.
Some claiming her body looked disproportionate, others flat out calling the surgery botched. One post said, her legs don't match her booty, while another added, this is madness at the highest level. Just like that, Vivica became the latest viral topic in the never-ending conversation about plastic surgery and aging in Hollywood.
Actually, I got Empire because Lee Daniels saw me on Celebrity Apprentice, and I had this epic boardroom showdown, and he was like, look, I got to figure out some kind of way I got to get you on Empire.
But here's where things got even messier. 50 Cent, her ex and longtime frenemy, decided to jump into the chaos. We all know 50 Cent lives for moments like this, especially when Vivica's involved. Their history is long, petty, and filled with public shots. So when the headlines about Vivica's BBL hit the blogs, 50 responded in the most 50 way possible. He simply said, wait, let me see. He didn't have to say anything else.
I was like, oh, what is Snoop doing that? Like that, because I'm just flashing through at different points in the Olympics. So certain parts of the Olympics that don't really have me excited. Because I don't think that it matters who's making more money. I think it matters the terms of the relationship, how you get involved in it, right? Because I think friendship is the strongest form of a relationship.
Mm-hmm. That one line sent the internet spiraling. Fans started speculating immediately. Was he just trolling? Or was there still some kind of weird romantic tension between the two? Was this a moment of genuine interest? Or just another jab? Now, according to sources close to Vivica, this wasn't just a fun little transformation for her. Allegedly, she's already regretting the surgery. Word is, she didn't expect the reaction to be so brutal, and is now looking into options to either fix or reverse the procedure. Some of her friends have said she was caught off guard by how dramatic the results turned out, and even more shocked by how quickly the internet turned on her.
And for myself, I've just found that versatility has equaled longevity for my career. That I can do drama, I can do comedy, I can host. I just try to do a lot of different things.
It's giving panic mode. This isn't Vivica's first experience with cosmetic enhancements. Over the years, she's been open about getting work done. Botox, breast implants, facial fillers. She's talked about it all. But this BBL seems to have hit different, especially considering the level of attention and criticism it's received. And for longtime fans, this moment feels all too familiar.
A couple of months later, he says, do you have a problem playing Cookie's older sister? Because if there's anybody that can hold Cookie to it, it's Vivica Fox. And so I play Candace, I play her bougie older sister, and we film here in Chicago, and it's just been a joy.
Back in 2016, 50 Cent publicly mocked Vivica over her looks, even comparing her to a famously botched plastic surgery victim. It was harsh, messy, and made headlines everywhere. And now here we are again, years later, with history repeating itself.
It was a joke, as I told you when we talked on the phone. It was literally a joke. I've said it, but for some odd reason, because I was turning 60, I think they thought I was serious. And listen, let me tell you, it's not that I can't get a man.
Same players, same energy, different body part. The reaction from fans has been completely divided. On one side, people are dragging Vivica, saying she's trying too hard to compete with younger women and questioning why someone her age would even consider a BB. On the other hand, a wave of supporters have come to her defense.
When I saw this video last night, it made me cry. I'll be very honest with you guys.
Saying that it's her body, her choice, and nobody else's business. One fan wrote, "If she likes it, everyone else can keep quiet." But the louder question still hangs in the air. Does public opinion ever really let women win, especially when it comes to aging and beauty? And of course, the fact that 50 Cent chimed in reignited a drama-filled history that has played out for years.
These are my peers. I've done a movie with both of them. Set It Off with Jada and Independence Day with Will Smith, which absolutely changed my life.
Their relationship ended badly, and since then, they've gone back and forth in interviews and online posts. Who could forget when Vivica implied that 50 was secretly gay during a talk? That comment set off one of the messiest celebrity feuds in recent memory. Their clapbacks were brutal, personal, and non-stop. So when Vivica became the subject of yet another online frenzy, 50's reaction wasn't just about the BBL. It was another episode in a long-running saga between two people who just can't seem to leave each other alone. But here's the twist that keeps people talking. Despite everything, Vivica has said publicly that 50 Cent was the love of her life. She's been open about how much she cared for him and even admitted she'd consider getting back together. She once compared a possible reunion to Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck's Second Chance love story. That comment alone had people wondering if Vivica's new look had something to do with wanting to get 50's attention. Maybe even trying to prove that she still had it. Then came 50's follow-up comment after the backlash exploded. He clarified that he wasn't trying to spin the block, slang for going back to a past relationship, but still managed to throw in a signature 50 line saying, "I ain't gonna lie though, that booty was good." Just enough to keep people guessing. Was he being petty or was he reminiscing? Maybe a little bit of both. What we're really seeing is how one cosmetic decision turned into a public spectacle. Vivica A. Fox has always been admired for her looks and her confidence, but in this case, that admiration flipped into brutal judgment almost overnight. It's a harsh reminder of how unforgiving the public can be, especially to women, especially to Black women, and especially to those who don't fit the industry's narrow expectations of beauty at a certain age. So now the questions remain. Did Vivica go too far in trying to stay youthful? Was the backlash fair, or did people overreact? And what about 50 Cent? Is he just trolling for laughs? Or are there still feelings he's not quite ready to admit? At the end of the day, everyone's got an opinion, but Vivica's the one living with the choice. So what do you think? Was the BBL a major misstep, or is this just another case of the internet doing too much? Let us know in the comments and keep the conversation going.